Hey folks, welcome back to another video. It's kind of breezy, so I hope you can hear me. Today I'm up in the beautiful north woods of Wisconsin on one of my absolutely favorite lakes, a big deep clear lake up here. And today I'm chasing a fish that not many people actually target, and let alone target from a boat, open water. So today I'm actually chasing whitefish, as you can probably tell by the title of the video, and if we're lucky we might run into some lake trout out here too. But today the main focus is whitefish. I got to give a big shout out to my good buddy Logan. He's kind of the one who came out here and pioneered and got on this bite, and then took me out, showed me how to do it, and I had a blast, I had a ton of fun. So I kind of want to come out here and make a video showing everyone else how to come out and have some fun chasing whitefish. So when you're out chasing whitefish, they actually have really small mouths, so you need something that's small profile, but they also live out in deep water, and oftentimes they're suspended, so you need something that's pretty heavy to get down and efficiently fish for them. So when you kind of think of a small package, heavy bait, one thing that comes to mind is jigging wraps, and that's what I'm using today. I'll be using a number 5 jigging wrap. I don't think color matters a whole lot, but I'll be using a clown jigging wrap. I'm fishing really clear water, and the body of this bait or the belly is mostly silver, as you can tell. So there's actually Cisco out in this lake. It's a big forage species, and they're a little silvery bait fish, so I think silver profile works well. So I'm gonna get out, I'll talk a little bit about where to find these fish and exactly how I'm working the bait, and hopefully catch some fish, so stay tuned. Okay, dropping down to some good marks right now. Stopping it a couple feet above them, start popping it. See if they're interested. On. Just that easy. He just knows it in a long time. Wind definitely picked up, so I'm blowing off of it. There he is. That quick. Oh, oh, he's gonna run. Actually, oh yeah, there we go. Nice whitefish. Dandy. There we go. Hook popped out. There we go. That's what they look like. Beautiful golden whitefish. And you can see their little mouth right there. That's why you got to use such a little bait, so they can get their mouth around it. But they're definitely aggressive if you can trigger them. So there we go. I'm gonna keep that one. These things are excellent in the smoker, so I'm gonna throw them in the cooler and try and get another one. There he is. Nice. That thing was so aggressive. I think he hit it 2 or 3 times. Hopefully he stays pinned. It's really common with these jigging wraps for them not to be hooked that well, so they can really throw the hooks pretty easy. So you just need a relatively soft rod. It's got some good flex at the tip, so you can load up and not pull those hooks out. Now I'm kind of wondering if this is a whitefish. With how aggressive it was, it very well may have been a lake trout. So we'll see. like to take it pretty easy on the lake trout too with these jigging wraps, because they're never really hooked that good. Sounds crazy because there's 5 hooks on it. You think there's no way that fish could come off, but gotta be pretty careful with them. He's just taking me all the way back to the bottom. Comes. Oh yeah, I can see him down there. It's a nice fish. Nice laker, nice laker. Here we go. Oh baby, nice laker. Oh man, he was just barely hooked too. To get him unhooked in the net here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but he was just hooked under the lip here. That's why you gotta take it easy with those fish, especially with those jigging wraps. There we go. Beautiful northern Wisconsin laker. Maybe 6-8 pounds or so. I'm gonna snag a quick pick and then I'll get the release shot on this thing. Just a tank. Boom, gone. Woo! I absolutely love catching a lake trout. Probably my favorite fish to catch and target, because they fight so good on light tackle coming up out of deep water. And yeah, just love it. All right, I'm gonna get back and try and catch some more whitefish and maybe another lake trout. We'll see. Just dropping down to a really nice looking high mark. Could be like 2 fish up high, I think. There we go. Nice. Cat and mouse, got him. This definitely feels like a whitefish. That's how he's fighting. Oh, it is. There we go. Not as big, but still a nice one. You can see I actually switched jigging wraps to a more fire tiger looking one. The clown one was working, but I broke a hook off, if you can see that. I'm not sure how, but I think it was on a whitefish. And check out how this thing has that jigging wrap just engulfed that treble hook. No way I was losing him. And another nice little whitefish for the smoker. All right, really quick, I wanted to talk about kind of the setup I'm using to catch these whitefish. I'm just using a 7-foot medium action rod This is a St. Croix Legend Elite. This is one of my absolute favorite rods. Top end rod. It's pretty expensive, but it's super lightweight, incredibly sensitive, and I think it's the best rod on the market. I'm using like a 2000 series reel here. This is the Abu Garcia Revo X. On that I've got 10-pound Suffix 832 braid, and then below that I'm coming down to a uni to uni knot connection to some 10-pound fluoro, and then I'm just tying direct to my jig and wrap. So as you'll notice, I'm not really stopping anywhere to fish that I'm not seeing fish on my sonar. So I'm kind of just driving around, letting the wind take me around until I come over some fish, dropping the jig and wrap down, and then the cadence is pretty snappy. So you kind of want to snap this bait on a slack line, and that really gets this bait to dart versus just kind of swimming in the water. And that darting action is what's triggering those bites. So it's a pretty simple setup. I do like the jig and wraps, but you could also do this with some heavy, kind of small, compact spoons, like a buckshot spoon or a Castmaster. But the jig and wrap's working, and I'm gonna stick with it, see if I can catch some more. There we go. That, I think, is a lake trout. Thing was vicious. Screamed down to my jig and then screamed back up to it. Kind of messed up my camera. Oh God. Basically got him right up to the top before he knew he was hooked. And take me back down to the bottom. Yeah, this is not a whitefish. Wow, this thing was ornery. I don't think he's a giant by any means, just really spunky. Pretty close. Oh yeah. Oh, popped off in the net. Pretty little lake trout. Kind of got some leopard spots on him. There we go, lake trout number 2. Yeah, super pretty little fish. You can see it's got the adipose clip there. It's a hatchery stockfish, but super fun fight nonetheless. Get this guy back. See ya. Super fun. Really quickly, I just wanted to talk a little bit about where I'm actually finding these whitefish and lake trout. And really, it's not any kind of special spot or structure. So I'm really just fishing the main shoreline break. So I'll pull up the lake map on Navionics on my phone here. You can see it's just a basic shoreline break, and it kind of starts to flatten out at around 70 feet, and then ultimately it tails off into 90 to 100 foot out in the basin. And these fish were just kind of roaming that edge, and like you guys saw, I wasn't really fishing areas where there weren't fish. Kind of use your electronics to your advantage, find those fish, drop on them, and then get them to bite. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day, but I just wanted to mention that if you guys do want to come out and try whitefish fishing, the Wisconsin DNR has an awesome resource. It's actually a PDF document that I'll link in the description. And they did a statewide survey of all the lakes in the state that historically had Cisco and whitefish populations, and it's broken down by lake and county. So they have that all compiled for you, so you can look in your county or in areas where you like to fish, and they have it broken down by relative abundance. So I think the categories are low, medium, and high. So you can find lakes near you or near areas where you like to fish that have whitefish, and go out and try this for yourself. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, and if you learned something, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.